Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. We're here bringing you another quick little Scrim stream. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm joined by somebody new. I'm joined by Johnny5. Some of you guys that play matchmaking may be familiar with him, or if you've been around in the Halo community for a while, you may know who he is. Do you want to say hello, Johnny?
Hello, yeah, it's been a while. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to this Scrim.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to having something slightly different for once. I mean, we had 2 scrims last week. Both were 7-map scrims. This is going to be a 5-map scrim, slightly shorter. But both of those ended up going all the way. I know we were playing all 7 maps, but it still went back and forth and ended up in a format where it was basically best of 7 anyway, because it was all about that last map. I think the first scrim we had ended up going to a round 3 oddball as well, which was quite funny. So very close, very competitive, and I hope that's the same for this one. So we have 2 teams playing today. One is Kuusamo. You may recognize them as the Finnish lot, if you want to call them that. But a group of great guys. They stick together, they play together. We've had them on many of our EHL and HCS streams in the past. Bunch of great guys. I'm expecting a lot out of them. Then we have against them, we have No Show, which is kind of like a gathering of EU legends. I'm going to put them as legends. Maybe they don't quite fit that level yet, but
it's a strong word.
I like to consider it. Do you want to talk about some of them here, Johnny?
To be fair, when I first saw the teams on paper, I thought that the Finnish lot were just gonna have a really easy game and find it really comfortable. But having spoke to some people in the community, and I spoke to Percussion before the game, he was pretty confident that it was going to be close. So.
Yeah, so we see these guys on various different rosters here and there. I know, I don't think any of them quite are set for LAN. They're trying to work out exactly what teams they want to have. I'm not sure if all of them are attending. I hope they are. It's always great to see as many players as we can. But just as a reminder, we have our LAN coming up on the 8th and 9th of November. This Kuusamo guys, I believe they have a team pass. At least some of the Finnish guys have picked it up. So whether they're going with this roster or another roster, I'm not quite sure. Maybe chat can confirm that for us, but I'm excited to see them play against each other, and I'm hoping that this might be sort of some rumblings of a team we're seeing here out of No Show. Maybe they're just trying to see how they play together, but either way, it should be exciting. This is our map pool we have for this one. It's a good mix of games and game modes. I don't know, have you played much since the update, Johnny? Are you familiar with Lattice that much?
I tried to do a bit of homework because I knew you was going to ask me that question. And I knew it was going to crop up. I've not played it, but it looks interesting. And we'll just see how it plays, and hopefully they put on a good show on that map.
It's one of those maps really where it's just going to take a while to settle. Like we had that with Forbidden. Everybody, most people kind of hated Forbidden when it came out. I remember chatting to Jimbo about Forbidden, and he was like, it's a good map. People just need to give it time. I really like it. He had a similar opinion, I think, on Argyle at the beginning as well. It's just something different. We need a little bit of kind of freshness every now and then. And it's probably the last bit of freshness we're going to get for the end of Infinite here as we do get to the end of the HCS season, sadly. But I think that once Lattice kind of settles in, it will be a bit nicer. I know that the guy that made the map went on Twitter recently and was saying about how HCS removed a bunch of the spawns he put in, and he doesn't think it plays as well with those changes. HCS, I'm sure, had their reasoning for it, but I'll be excited to see how it is. But let's focus on the first map here. This is an old classic. It's Live Fire. It's one of my favourite game modes on it, which is Oddball. Is this your favourite Oddball map, or do you think one of the other maps plays a little bit better?
I used to like Oddball on the streets, to be fair, but I was always quite good on this map with Oddball, but we'll see how these guys do. Yeah,
I think there's a bit of an upset in the community for some of the streets getting removed from the HCS map pool. We've actually been keeping them in for our opens because that's what we asked. We kind of put like a bit of a poll out there for the community, and they said they wanted those maps left in, so we've left them in. I think they still play quite well, especially considering Assault's a little bit of a sore topic every now and then. But let's focus on the beginning of this game. So Camo has gone the way of Dizul here on No Show. I think he's just been spotted, but somehow manages to get away with his life.
Nearly went wrong, but he got away with that one, to be fair.
Yeah, Snipe was in the hands of Kuusamo, but I'm not quite sure where that one went. Not really much map presence for either team here. It looks like Perk's gonna try and get the ball out, but Marvy's is really gonna make sure that's not gonna happen to him.
This is starting off a bit chaotic. It'd be nice to just see someone just sit back here and get a pick first. There's a lot of people just running it and dying at the moment.
There's not that real like energy.
We've got an A set up, which is good.
Not really maximised their opportunity here though with the A setup, right? They managed to get the ball sat there, but they had no control over what's happening big door. They've just been flanked down here by Nick Zenny that's going to essentially just take this setup all for himself. His teammates will spawn up hopefully in good time to protect themselves, but it looks like they're deciding to rotate to B, which is wise because that entire no-show team is just sprinting down top mid.
Yeah, they actually pushed him pretty quickly there. They didn't really give any time to set up with the ball at B, so it's collapsed. As you can see, it's fallen apart already.
Yeah, they got 10 seconds on the clock. They did put them in the lead temporarily, but No-Show are trying to clap back. They have themselves the ball, and they've moved it all the way to back tower, managing to actually stay alive there. Pretty good job there by Zondit. But with all his teammates... There we go. With all his teammates being dropped, he's the last player alive, and he's going to have to play that ball very, very soon. And Camo has also gone the way of Kuusamo, so it's not looking great. Oh, I spoke too soon.
It's been a pretty even start, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
started pretty strong.
I was just literally about to comment on that. If you have a look at the kills across the board, kills clearly favouring the no-show side as an overall, but Crossman is top of the leaderboard altogether. And can he continue that? The snipe's up top mid. I'd like to see that go the way of Kuusamo if they want to hold this setup. And with 3 players temporarily dead, it looks like they're going to be able to get their hands on it. Unless Dizzle has something to say about it, which he will, of course, respond.
No-Show have a bit of an opportunity here to push in, though. Losing a man. I know. Okay, that's 2 there. This should be a ball getting played here. Easy.
Ooh, okay, that's a triple kill there for Perk. Can he go for the over? Tries his best. Can't quite make it seen. Felt bad.
He didn't roll the dice as much as I thought he was going to there. If that was me, I'd be sprinting at that guy for the overkill. But fair play to him. He played that okay.
Everybody knows that everyone knows that the snipe is worth it if you just want to go for that overkill. Who really cares how your team's going to perform? You want to get that medal, right? Oh. Nice flank there for Zondit. Tries to predict the spawns. Has the snipe in hand. He did spot Crossman out there. Does hit the no-scope. Doesn't quite follow it with the headshot. Rightfully so, he decides to back down.
He's done a decent amount of damage. He needs to stay alive if he can. Done well to get out of there.
Ball dropped.
Marvy's trying to get a setup. Not going to be allowed by the guys on no-show. Can we get a double kill here from Systematic? Not quite. That would have been absolutely huge. Interesting going for use of the pistol there. The pistol's been nerfed for quite a little while. Don't know quite how I feel about that one.
I think he just got caught out on the reload, to be fair. He's had quite a good strong start on it to this game.
Yeah. Audible is dropped down by screens. I think this might be Kuusamo's time to rack up even more time onto the board. They have basically tripled the score here of no-show. There's only really one good push in here for no-show, and this is an absolute perfect masterpiece here by Kuusamo. The guy there in tunnels, able just to cut them off and just loop around in front of the players pushing big door, take them down quick enough so the setup doesn't get broken. A nice spawn there by Dizzle, though. He might just be in a good enough position to stop this. Zondit pushing again from key door will do enough damage to take him down. The setup has been broken, but they've got a lot of time to make it.
There's only one alive, though. He should be able to break this setup now. He's got an opportunity here.
Snipes also coming up. Where can Systematic go? Where can Systematic find these guys? He'll find Dizzle. He'll miss the shot, but he'll take him down anyway. There's a guy on top A. Zondit trying to cut him off. Will successfully do so. He now has a snipe in hand. Makes the connection there against Marvies. Gonna try and loop around. This is the type of gameplay we have to see out of No-Show if they want to stay in this round and try to do something here. There's only 40 seconds left on the clock, so feasibly so, Kuusamo could even play time if they wanted to, but with only 10 seconds left for the win, you'll think they're going to try and go for some kind of setup.
Yeah, there's a good chance here. Now he's got this snipe. He needs to put this to work, though. You need a good 30 seconds here, 40 seconds to put some pressure on. He needs this kill with this snipe. He needs this next kill. He's got one. Where's his teammates?
Not quite able to find what he needs, but he's kept the sniper in hand. Robo was the last player up there for No-Show, so No-Show have passed the 50 mark. They closed the gap a lot, but not quite enough, as Kuusamo do have the ball in hand, and there's only 5 seconds left here. If this sniper can do its work, which is doing very well by now, they may have a chance. They do end up playing the ball, but 20 seconds left. It's a really tall order here. Ball in hand. Zondit, he's going to make the push. Roba trying to take him down. He can't quite find the shots, and that round will go the way of Kuusamo. That was so close there, Johnny.
That was really scrappy. I expected maybe the Finns to have a bit more structure and teamwork, but you know, the Slaves weren't you know, vastly different, so there's a chance they could pull it back. No-Show.
See if they're able to. Lots of kills going back and forth. Last player alive there is Marvies with snipe, and the ball in the hand of Kuusamo. This is actually a really good position for the Finns to be in. They can predict where all these spawns will come through, but Marvies is about to be flanked there on the A side. But he predicts it, and he tries to respond nicely. Zondit literally didn't see that, got absolutely sideswiped there by Marvies, and this forward position is proving very effective, but he will drop down eventually.
It's actually terrible for Zondit because he must have got the call out that the sniper was there, and he's just, you know, walked into that.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a miscall or something. Maybe he thought he was the player who dropped down to scoreboard. I'm not quite sure.
No-Show got 30 seconds behind as well at the start of this game. It's not ideal.
Yeah, Crossman with the camo will stay alive for a little bit and be a nuisance. But Perk, he comes from the side, he takes him down. That is super impactful. I don't know if you've been aware, Johnny, but camo has been up to 45 seconds now in HCS, which just makes it an absolute nuisance and even more effective than it ever was before.
Yeah, I mean, that is crazy, but I've not really seen it put to major effect in this game yet anyway.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how it's going to perform at Charlotte. I think we may see some of the really big teams make a massive effect of it, especially on Assault. Just being able to move with that ball and camo, and now you have it for 45 seconds. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Robert's doing well to stay alive. He needs this kill as well. Done really well there. Needs to stay alive again if you can. Big fat chow. Didn't go well for him.
Teammates join up. Systematic, he's watching over this ball. He tries to take down Perk. Perk will actually slide away with that one. Does get taken down eventually, but Zondit should be able to respond here. Thankfully he does.
No-Show's still got a good chance here to get this set up at the tower. This should be okay if they get this first kill off the spawn. They might be able to pull this back.
Got to deal with camo though. Crossman sneaking up here. They decide to play the ball. I would argue maybe a little bit premature though. I don't know what you think, Johnny. Maybe they knew that writing was on the wall at that point.
I think they might have caught wind that camo was pushing in and abandoned ship, so it was quite a good idea, to be fair.
Crossman trying to bait the ball a little bit. Lure some of those no-show players down the bottom mid. Maybe he can find one and jump on them. Finds a sniper on the floor. Makes a connection. Oh! Oh!
That's amazing.
Somehow comes out of that one with his life. Oh, good use of the repulsor. He should really be proud of getting through that one. But
yeah, he did really well. That was impressive.
I'd like to see him pass this ball to one of his teammates who doesn't have snipe.
He must have heard you.
4 bullets left. Rover goes flying. It's almost like in his dying breath there, he went, Nixeni, take this sniper, and passed it to him, as Nixeni has it in his back pocket now.
I was going to say I didn't really like the river push there. It's not really desperate at times to do a 3-man river push, and it didn't pay off, and it rarely does.
I agree. You don't know what's going to come from above you. You really have so little sort of map control at that point.
I think that's them just feeling the pressure a little bit though, because this game is not far away from being over, to be fair.
Yeah. Zonda, he doesn't want to go down without a fight. He'll hit one perfect, go for the double.
It's 3 dead.
No one around to find the triple. As you say, 3 are dead, and they're going to try and go for a tower setup of their own. Oh, Crossman, his last-ditch effort there to get that ball off the map. I think he tried to get the repulsor to repulse the ball off, but it didn't quite happen.
I mean, either way, he's caused a nuisance there, being last alive. He's bought some time, you know, and it's allowed his team to come off spawn. Brilliant play.
Crossman, last player alive here for Kuusamo again. He's right where the ball's going to be taken, and they really should have known he was there. His teammate must have heard him. Again, maybe a slight breakdown of communications, which we observed a little bit earlier here for No Show.
No Show have had plenty of opportunities to get a proper setup, but they just seem to be letting one person get in behind them, or break down in comms, or someone falling asleep. They've had loads of chances to get a good setup.
Now we're in the hands of Perk. He may not have many teammates alive, but he'll get absolutely domed there by Crossman.
Great amount of time though there. That's really good from Percussion. He's had a really strong game again.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see the ball go back in the hands of No Show, because they've made up so much time, and if they end up losing this round, it's going to feel a little bit sore, but I hope it means that the next map will be just as competitive.
I mean, that's the game done with, I think.
Not much that can be done here. Zondit's the last player alive. He's going to sprint straight towards that ball, but he's got to fight past 3 players, and it will not be enough. As that will be 2-0 to the side of Kuusamo. But, honestly, Johnny, it was a lot closer than that 2-0 scoreline shows you, right?
Yeah, like I said, No Show had a lot of opportunity to get a lot of time, to get a solid setup. You know, the amount of times towards the end of game 2 that they had the ball at tower, but they just let one player slip in behind, or just didn't quite have, you know, all the angles covered. They had lots of opportunity to come away and you know, mount a comeback, I'd say.
So which of these players on either roster really surprised you? Because we saw an early kill lead here for No Show, and it kind of switched the other way around as the oddball rounds went on.
I'm surprised by Robber, not doing great there, to be fair. Normally a name that you rely on putting down, you know, a solid performance. And yeah, Crossman he's had a really good game 1.
Let's hope that maybe that was just a first round kind of or first map little oopsie, I don't know what you want to call it, mistake. They may as the games go on improve their skill, kind of get back to where they are, warm up a little bit, get into the swing of things, and maybe we'll see something slightly different. But we do have 5 maps here, so the first map, you know, we can let that one slide. You're just going to have to clutch up for the next one.
I mean, I'm not going to let it slide. Robber's an experienced player, you know. He shouldn't be going into these games cold if he's taking it seriously. That is one player that you'd think could get off to a good start, you know. Okay,
you heard it here first. Johnny is not impressed with you, Robber. You gotta just get out there and just do it, right? You know, just clutch up.
I'm a big fan of his. I'm just a bit disappointed. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You're on the booth. You can be as critical as you want. We're going into a recharge King of the Hill now. So let's see if we can see a nice early start here for No Show. And with those well-placed nades, that may be what we see come out here. I lied.
No, Crossman's come out with camo. 3 dead for No Show. Not a great start to the game again. I'd like to see someone not die straight away off spawn here. Maybe just take their time a little bit.
Right, Zondit, he's all alone. He's going to get hit in the head. Oh, nice timing there by Dizzle. Means that he will survive a little bit longer, but he'll end up facing that shock rifle anyway. Good 2-piece there for shock by Crossman. And he'll work with his team to get more points. Hit another perfect there in the head. How many can he get? Make that a 4th? Oh, not quite. But the time is ticking right now, Johnny.
I've seen a lot of people die off spawn, and that extra time on camo really is effective, isn't it? Makes a big difference.
It's actually such a huge, like you would think, oh, it's only an extra 50%, but no, it makes a massive difference. Nice double piece here for Zondit. Can he find the triple? He knows where systematic is. His teammate should have called that out. He should have really gone for the triple, but hey ho, he'll get the hill instead. Good to see some time racking up here for No Show. Let's see if they can hold this setup though.
I like to see the guy in the hill being a little bit more active and putting shots down earlier, but
I think this new first hill, I say new, it's been in for a very long time now, but this first hill is so hard to defend because basically everywhere somebody spawns, they're going to be chucking a nade at you, and you're just going to have to make sure that you're absolutely ready to respond and you can get and zip around that hill just to try and stay in it. But that would be a nice, not too competitive grab there for Kuusamo from the first one, but this does start off with No Show grabbing some points to start off with. A double kill there by Crossman. Good comms to work out where that last player was, sitting outside the hill. Hammer is also going to be coming up, Johnny. I don't know quite who's in the best place to get that. Probably Kuusamo right now.
Crossman's done really well. He's probably impressed me the most early on, you know. Really solid. Not overly aggressive either, just, you know, just cool with it. I like him.
Yeah, he done. I think both games he was the top runner by Kuusamo in the beginning. And Marvies does have the camo, so maybe we'll see him take the kill lead here, but I think he is angling his way towards that shock rifle, and considering how well Crossman did at the beginning with it, I can hardly blame him. Oh, I thought we might have seen a bit of an upset there with a trade for camo, but somehow Marvies gets away with his life. Perk, he's trying to find him though. Does not expect the back smack. That's a nice 2-piece there from Marvies. He spots in the spawners. He knows exactly where it's going to be, but I don't think he saw Robert. But the call comes through by his teammate, so he has that one nailed down now. The cross shots by Dizzle will be enough to expend camo, though. And this hill...
That was probably the pick that No Show needed. I lost all hope for a second there, but if they can build off the back of this...
This hill is so hard to break as well. You need to get your presence over to A, because if you don't... Anybody you clean up will just spawn back A and just be another threat for you to deal with. But if you can get your teammates to cross over, take some presence in A, or at least get enough presence looking towards it that you push those spawns out towards C or Gold or wherever you need them to be long haul, then you can take this over. But realistically, for the hold that we saw Kuusamo have, they haven't got too much time. But I do like the life saving we see there by Rover, choosing not to take the fight and pull back and wait for his teammates to pop up. And then go for a push like he just did.
Yeah, it was a really good play. I feel like he was just trying to buy time, you know, and hoping someone else was going to push in from a different angle, but it didn't arrive soon enough, and I'll be surprised if No Show get any decent time on this hill.
Yeah, they maintain control of the shock rifle. But again, these spawns come through. Dizzle, he makes the push though into top A. That might be the break they need. That's a double piece for him. That's all the players over towards A and this hill now swept up with. And they're actually about equal on hill time. So if they can kill this wave of spawners from Kuusamo, they have a good chance of running away with this hill.
They've actually got a really good setup here. This is almost an ideal setup. They've got Percussion has got the pick early as well. That's really good from him.
Yeah, he's deciding to take into the hill time, back down by Gold, keep himself alive. See how that plays for him.
He's doing the Lord's work here.
that map presence makes such a difference. Cleans up Nixeni, but Roba still has the A control.
Camo again, breaking setups.
Ooh. Good use of the nade there, able to reveal that camo, but Marvi somehow stays alive, just to get swept up by Perk anyway. With this now C hill coming up, and I'm loving to see Systemic and Nixeni grab some control here back C. Let's see if Perk can have anything to say about that.
Yeah, it looked like they had an opportunity to get some time straight away, but they backed off a little bit and went for control. So that's really, it's an impressive play, to be fair.
All right, Roba goes for a bit of a jump round, do a few shots, run away, make a jump again, tries to take down Nixeni. Nixeni will win that piv. That is huge for Kuusamo, keeping a player up alive here, back C. They're not quite able to get any hill time though. They're getting a lot of kills, but not quite making it happen. There's a trade that happened there. Perk, he manages to get away just long enough, but Zondit and Roba come in slightly too long to save their teammate, but they have enough presence here to get some more hill time, and this is the hill they need if they want to even out the score.
Zondit dying there seemed slightly unnecessary, to be fair. They've still got a chance here. As long as they keep back C and tower, they should be good. You know someone's going to flank into tower. That's an easy kill if you work as a team. But Zondit's gone down already.
Gossman hits the shock, but not quite the one shot he needs. Does take down Dizzle, managing to stay alive. Nixeni and...
There's 3 people back C there, you know, that's exactly what I was saying before, you know. They don't want anything here other than back C.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to live up, but a triple kill for Perk, showing the effectiveness of the new carbine. Can he go for the over? It looks like Marvi's tried to give it to him, but he didn't have that shot reloaded. That was his chance.
He's on a bit of a tear here, Perk. And no show needs to capitalise on this.
You know, you can always tell when someone's feeling it, and he was feeling it there. He felt like he could take on the world.
Camo's still up for grabs, though. Nixeni... Gonna get the overkill. He's gonna get it. Someone stole it.
How could you do that? We won't chat about the fact. Yeah, we won't mention the fact that Nixeni missed about 3 headshots before Systemic stole the kill. But even so,
he was gonna get it as well.
We've had 3 triple kills already in this series. That's huge.
I'd have put my nan to house on him getting that overkill.
Yeah, how do you feel, Systemic? You made Johnny's nan
She'd be homeless.
Can't believe it. But hill time being held here by Kuusamo. They have camera in hand as well. It's really hard to see how no-show make this happen. But as I say, that Perk gets a double. Was it a triple? He's going for the over. He heard the camo. He finds Perk. Can't quite take him down. Oh, Perk will live a little bit longer, but the hill does go the way of no-show, and that is a tied game here, Johnny.
I mean, I swear that was another triple kill. I feel like we're watching the series where no one wants to get an overkill.
Maybe we'll see one by the end. Maybe we'll be so lucky. Go for the double Perk. Ah. He tries. Nice living there by Systemic. Systemic. He knows that his teammates are coming to back him up, and he knows that he's much better hiding behind that box like a coward, and it plays off.
Zondit and Rob are really struggling. If they were ever going to show up, it needs to be now, because this game's still pretty close.
Enemy team took the hill.
Yeah, Perk is really masking what's going on here. I mean, they both have high assists, but even so, you want to see them finish a few more of those kills. He's running. He's running to try and stay alive. Camo has just popped up. Will it go the way of Kuusamo again? That remains to be seen. I think both teams look like they're trying to play for time here, which it doesn't make much sense. I'd like to see Kuusamo just try and close this one out. They've got the man advantage. They've got the time advantage. And if they get this hill, they only have to buy 15 seconds. And they're choosing to stick on hill with camo. No response is possible here, pretty much from no-show. Except when Perk comes through again with a double kill and a back smack. And Systemic is trapped here in Needles. He gets taken down by a nade.
And Robert knows they're spawning in. If Robert stays alive here, this might actually be perfect for no-show.
I thought it was all over when the camo was sat there on hill.
They're in it. It can't be anywhere else. They're going to get desperate. There we go.
They close that one out, Johnny. That is it. All they have to do here now is buy 15 seconds. Zondit, get off the hill.
Get out that hill. Get that kill. Ah.
It's a very tall order here now for Kuusamo.
I mean, no-show have gone 2 down, make that 3.
They cannot afford to take one single step away from this hill. Marvies knows the spawns are coming in.
It's a huge kill from Zombie now. Percussion's got a pick as well. This should be the end.
That top tower position is so damn strong. Once that fell, there's not really much can go down, and they will push them out of the hill and grab it. But I was worried there for a minute there, Johnny. It looked like after all those players went dead on no-show and they were sat in the hill, there was a chance it could have happened. But I think Perk masked a lot of what was happening there for no-show. He was definitely the star player for that team, and possibly the star player for both rosters.
I would say the same, but I think towards the end, actually, there was moments when Zondit and Robber replied to me, not being impressed by them at all. Right towards the end of that game, you know, both of them came up with some pinnacle kills when it was needed. You know, so yeah, Percussion has put 27 kills down, but he's got 2 assists. That win is a team win, regardless of the scoreboard, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that nade shot there on that second to last hill, around bottom A. That was absolutely huge. Took down 2 of the players. But this start by Crossman with the shock was very well played. I mean, camo shock is scary at the best of times, but when you're actually locking onto the heads and making those connections, it's really impactful.
I think Crossman will be a bit frustrated as well, because he's not really done much wrong in these first 2 games, you know, but the final series 1-1, so.
You gotta work with your team, you gotta work with what's there, right? They'll be using these scrims to work out what went wrong, how can they fix those tiny little errors, how can they make sure that they have that consistency that they need.
Yeah, I think I accused No-Show of not taking their chances in game 1. But I still feel like Crossman, he probably did enough early on in that game to see that last game out.
Well, we're going to go here onto map number 3. This is going to be Forbidden CTF. I really think Forbidden is one of those maps that people just don't practice enough on. I'm glad to see it here in a scrim, and I'm glad to see these teams play it, because you know, you don't really think about it that much, but it could be that pinnacle map that makes a difference in the series, that allows you to go top 8 or top 12 or top 4, whatever you're aiming for. So it's good to see it out, and we're going to see a very strong start here again for Kuusamo. Last player alive on no-show was Robert, and he could not make the connection he needed to keep that overshield in play.
Robert's actually picked up a kill there with Snipe, so he's done really well to stay alive. I'd like to see him get out the back of this base. He's under a lot of pressure though, bless him. He does go down.
Only 1 bullet left in the Snipe. Perky Tits is stuck there by Nipple. Snipe comes out and doesn't quite take him down. And those players are now spawning at back base. This should be the start of a run here by Kuusamo, and we'd like to see some very strong playing from No Show if they really want to stop this flag run. Robert is the only player close enough to really respond. And it's not quite enough. That was almost a perfect setup and pull there from the Kuusamo guys, but it has cost them dearly. The last player alive is Nixeni, and we may see a flag response here by No Show if they can do enough damage on these fresh spawners.
Percussion spent a lot of time in that corner there. You know, if you put yourself and hide away, you need to get a kill there, really.
Nice living there by Crossman. Gets one shot, decides to stay alive for a little bit longer. Overshield's coming up in 10 seconds. Let's see if we can see a slight change here. No Show want to grab this one if they really need to make a big difference. And they have the man advantage to make it happen. They will grab that overshield. It will pop in. Zondik gets the first pull. This may be the start of a flag run here. All they have to do is take down the one player here who is sat in Mohawk. Make that 2. Camo. The overshield is burned, but the players are weak. The reload has to happen, and that might be the end of the run. Dizzle, he's one shot. Maybe he'll make this one go through, though.
It's a mess from No Show, I'll be honest. That flag should have been out there a long time ago. Them kills should have been cleaned up, and that'll be the end of that flag run.
Yeah, you really could have carried on there with the overshield whilst your player behind you was dealing with those 2 players Mohawk. Okay,
It's
stuck in the corner.
It seems like a communication issue, though, right? It's a new team. You know, those little bits of communication. You know, you get the flag, you slay, or I'll get the flag. You know, it's simple, basic stuff that maybe you forget to do when you're a new team. You know, but
yeah, I think
either way, No Show are on top here.
I think you either make the call there to both slay together and make the combination, or one makes the run, one makes the kind of defense. And I think you saw a bit of a delayed choice of number 1 there, which just didn't really pay off for them. But they did manage to get a flag out there in the end anyway. They've made it 1-1 now. Snipes are back in play. Not quite sure where they've gone. We've seen several players just drop dead there. Snipes, I think, are on the floor somewhere. And it looks like Kuusamo are getting ready for their own flag pull. Let's see if they can make it happen.
It's a really good play from Robert. He does get taken out eventually, but he was going to concentrate on the flag guy. He knew he was getting looked at by a snipe, and he switched targets. So it wasn't. Oh,
Nice no-scope
real
for Nixeni. Alright, Overshield is still in play. He's going to be a bit of a defense demon here. Perk is the only player somewhat close to the flag, but he's still so far away. They're not going to make it happen. And that will be the 3rd flag in for Kuusamo. And those last 2 flags went in back to back so damn quickly. It made it look too easy, but I did like what we saw there from No Show, kind of just in the middle. They kind of managed to sneak a flag through there. Maybe a little bit more team cohesion needed. I think we kind of picked up on that with the first flag pull they tried to make. They could have possibly made that 3-2 if they'd made that happen, but hey ho. Let's take a look at the kills here.
I mean, No Show are struggling, but then again, not a high kill game, to be fair. I mean, I think we go back to that flag pull where No Show had, you know, overshield and it looked pretty clean, you know, and they didn't get out of there at all, you know. That really was a mess.
Yeah, I'd like to see them maybe take a bit of a look back, work out what went wrong, regain, lock in. We saw some nice use of the snipers across the map in general, but I mean, look at the kills, right? Dizzle was a standout player here for No Show, even at this point in the game, let alone towards the end. But at this point, they had 2 snipes in play. That's how they got that flag across the line. And if they had managed to keep Overshield up at the same time, it would have been even more impactful. We're going to go into a Slayer Streets here. We're going to forget the objectives. The objectives are going behind us. this might be where we see No-Show come out. They don't have to worry so much about that team cohesion. If they can just kind of, you know, work off each other and kind of keep to the hip, we may see a change here in this game. But I wonder if we'll see another strong start here by Kuusamo like we have every single other game so far.
I mean, they've started really aggressive. That's for sure. It seems like they've got a bit of confidence having finished that last map so quickly. I'd like to see No-Show put that behind them though.
Camo trying to be picked up here by Nixeni. Looks like he will get away with that one. Again, 45-second camo. This is going to be super impactful if we can make good use out of it and not waste it. Interestingly enough though, even though they got camo, they did have a little bit of a bad time of it those last few deaths. And Nixeni makes a fall off the ledge, and that is terrible, as he did have a nice flank there on the guys of No-Show. He'll make his moment, get a few shots out.
That was actually good trigger discipline there from Nixeni. You know, you've got 3 people sort of lit up in front of you. It's not easy to you know, not shoot there and give away your position.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to waste it. But they didn't really gain a massive amount from it. They had a kill they were going to get anyway. Sometimes it just doesn't fall in your favour. But the kills are close. We're a 13-10 game right now. With Rober clearly hearing what you said earlier, running away on the side of No-Show with 5 kills. Herc, he's matched him with also 5. Oh, nice little piv there by Rober, managing to stay alive. And now the lead has been gained by No-Show.
This is the first chance they've really got to pin them back into this spawn here. You know, this is a good opportunity for them to work on that teamwork and make sure that when this push comes in, it's at the right time. They've got enough damage down.
Oh, nice nade there by Systematic. Love to catch a random kill off. Doesn't quite take down Dizzle. See, the team cons are there for Kuusamo. You saw him make a bit of a turn there, responding to his team call out of someone being on B driveway. Which team is going to get a hold of camo? Zonda, he becomes the barrier that's needed. Perk will drop down there, grab the camo, grab it for his team. I'd like to see him use it to maintain the lead here for No-Show.
It's actually a good pick there. Now I think he got 2. He picked off 2 players out. That's not bad, to be fair. He could have done a bit better, but he did all right there, to be fair.
Okay, well, a 2-piece is better than 1. We can leave it at that. Rober here with 8 and 5, maintaining that kill lead for his team, but it's still very, very close. I mean, this is still anyone's game. Often what we see in these Slayers is they start off close to the 25 kill mark, and then one team just starts running away with it. So let's see if we see that happen. But I'd like this to stay close. If we end up in a 49-49 situation, always love to see it.
No-Show already look a little bit more structured. They've been holding this B street for a while. They've now got the kills. Don't need to challenge that, but he did.
Great 2-piece there for Crossman.
Yeah, Dizzle didn't need to die there. That was a little bit overzealous.
I don't know if his teammate made the classic, oh, he's one-shot call, and he thought he could make it happen, but not quite. Double piece there for Marvies. Let's see if he can make it a triple. Not quite. His teammate stole that one from him. But this lead has now been diminished. We're at a 5-kill lead, and we're now at a 1-kill lead for No-Show. And the push comes through. They're collapsing onto the B rail and B passageway. Guys, that takes all but 1 player dead on No-Show. Make that the final player. Great stick there by Crossman, and we're all tied up.
We are all tied up. I'm still a little bit gutted that Dizzle couldn't get out of that 1v1, because that did kind of flip the map, you know. a lot of players think those 1v1s are, you know, just one kill, one death, but it's had a big impact on this sort of section of the game, you know.
You're losing that map presence, you're losing that map control, you're allowing just your teammate, the enemy team to gain a little bit of momentum that they need. They have regained the lead, and they have regained camo here, so let's see what Perk can do. I'd like to see him get 3 kills out of that. That will be absolutely huge. They get the flank, but he's struggling to hit the heads. Will he met the second player? Yes, he will. Tries to go for the third. Can't quite make it happen, but did manage to take 2 of the players down and not let them regain that health.
I thought he was going to get embarrassed there for a second. He definitely missed more shots than he landed, but he got them both in the end.
Yeah, he'll be just hoping that we didn't have that on stream. Zonda gets spotted by Crossman. Push into Red Room comes. Great use there of the repulsor. Zonda, he's waiting to go for the back smack. Let's see if he will get spotted. He goes for the push instead. Tries to make the shots happen. They collapse in and somehow they make it happen. Marvies drops a nade, luckily just in time to take down one of those players. But the lead, 4-kill lead maintained by No Show, and we're getting to the end of the game here, Johnny.
I feel a little bit harsh now, but this is actually pretty good for No Show there. They've come out on top in Red Room there when it looked like for a second that they weren't going to, you know. You've got to give it to them. They're in this.
They're definitely keeping the momentum. You can see Perk, he can feel it. He's got the aggression. He's not letting go at all. The push comes through. They take down the first player. Tries to go for systematic on the second. Dizzle tries to find him as well. Doesn't quite make it happen. 2 players weak here back. I'd like to see Zondit pull back a little bit, but it turns out, you know what, he's going to try and make the push with Robot, and it might just pay off. The pushes comes along. That's the last kill they need. 50-42 for No Show. They had a little bit of a sprint there at the end, but it was super close at most of that game.
There was moments in that game where I thought this is really chaotic, you know, and I wasn't really sure who was going to come out on top, but every time it got up close and personal, No Show just came out on top, which is... it's surprising. You know, it's 2-all, and like you said before the game, Percussion was confident it was going to be close. I expected more structure and more teamwork and from the Finns, but you know, here we are.
Anyway, we'll take a look at this scoreboard and pretend that Perk's play with that camo didn't happen, because that was his opportunity to get the overkill. I could feel the energy. It was going to come. I'd love to see the amount of damage from both of these teams, but assists across the board, very strong for either team, showing there was a lot of team cohesion going there. Infinity can't do this to him. He's outing Perk. He played specifically that missed shot clip.
I wasn't going to say anything, but he's not done him any favours playing that replay there.
If you don't think that was intentional, you are wrong. It was definitely intentional there by production.
I hope so.
We're in another situation here, right? Where we're in a map number 5. This happened the last 2 scrims. Map number 5, where it's all to play for, right? We're 2-2. Stronghold.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't on this map, because it's the first time I've seen this played live, so...
well, I can try to teach you at the same time as you watching these guys play. It's an interesting map. It's very open. And we are doing Strongholds, which is probably the second favourite game mode on it, I guess. People don't really like King of the Hill because of some of the hill placements, but that might change over time. You've got this middle area that's really open, and the sniper is a super power modifier on this map. Ooh,
absolute chaos off the start again.
Pure chaos, and Nick Senni with the good turn on there. You just saw him do that little bit of a 180. Tommy saying in the chat that this is the shittest map mode, apparently. So he clearly doesn't like it.
I'll take his word for it then.
You'll live through his opinions. But Marvies with the sniper in hand and helping his teammate secure and hold on to these two hills. Can they take down Dizzle? Not in time. He will grab the hill.
Triple kill.
Any chance of an over? Any chance? No.
Enemy team scored.
I felt
We're just
bad
not
for
gonna see it.
This is the series of triple kills. Bossman lives through that one, but the sniper gets called out. He gets absolutely trapped down top overpass. We see Crossman staying alive to keep B in play for his team. Points still racking up. Dizzle gets dropped. Snipe is in the hands of Zondit. We're going to have to see him make something happen, but he gets flanked there by Marvies. Perk is the last player alive on the side of No-Show, trying to put a little bit of pressure here towards the sniper player, but the flank comes through, and this should be his life over.
It's not the first time this evening that Zondit has had a slow start at the start of the games. You know, if they're going to pull this back, they're going to need him to step up because they're about 300 points behind on this stronghold.
Something's got to change. Something's got to happen. Robert going for the flank, trying to find himself out. Nixeni there with the pulse carbine. Pulse carbine? It's not the pulse carbine. It's the something carbine.
We can just call it a carbine.
Just call it the carbine. Vestige, thank you, Prod. What a stupid name, should just be called the carbine. Anyway, Systematic, he will take on Zondit here to secure B again for his team, and good use of the QT there to stay away with his life. Robert and Dizzle, they're going to look to try once more to secure B. Let's see if they'll make it happen.
This is starting to look like a team that have practiced this map, who know what they're doing and how to set up, versus a new team that have only played this once with each other.
Really does give you that kind of vibe, doesn't it? I mean, we saw B so nearly get secured there by No-Show, but one of them hops out just that little second that they didn't want to, and B got insta reset, and that was kind of all over. A little bit of a trip cap there temporarily for Kuusamo, but they're making this look easy. They want to end this scrim with a strong win, and they're doing a very good job of it. They are over 200 points now with only 1 point to No-Show, so at least it's not going to be a 250-0. But can they get any more points here before this one ends?
Triple kill.
Another triple. Challenge that.
Sees the over. He gets the nade in place. He gets the kill, but it's just too late. The delayed over. And again, another bloody triple here, Johnny.
We've been begging for an overkill, you know. We've seen so many triples today, and
Team nearing victory.
I'm surprised we haven't seen one. It's been an absolute mullering, I'll be honest with you. No-Show will not be happy with this ending to the scrim at all.
Double
But
kill.
I don't think
Again.
we've seen so many triples in a game.
and that pretty much sums up this entire map there. Robert just running round, down bottom mid, on his own, getting shot in the back. 250 to 1. Easy.
Well, how was your first experience on Lattice? I'm sure that's not how it's meant to be played. Not meant to be a 251 every single time. But yeah,
I'd say it was awful, just like my first episode of casting in 15 years. I'd put it in the same bracket as that, to be fair.
you're doing a great job. The people love you. And we got Mr. Terry Tibbs in chat. You got Tommy saying it was a close game. Zondit calling out in the chat there, Kuusamo for not managing to get their 250-0. You hate to see it.
Yeah, you do hate to see it. I actually think No-Show put on a good display. Like I said, when I saw the teams on paper, I thought it was going to be an easy win for the Finns, but you know, it was a close series. Apart from that last game, it's just a shame. Like I said to you, there's just a team there that have actually practiced it together as a 3 or a 4. You know, versus a team that's probably the first time they've actually played it, other than in matchmaking, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, every single other one of those maps looks close, and the scoreline here doesn't really give that opinion away, right? Like, should have been a lot stronger, in my opinion, but I'm still happy with a 3-2 scoreline, right? Everyone's happy with a 3-2 scoreline. Maybe if they hadn't have picked Lattice, it might have been better, but I'm hoping that the no-show guys were able to learn something from that. I mean, you don't want to get absolutely smashed and think there's nothing we could have done to not make that happen. They must be able to watch back what happened and work out exactly what went wrong.
I don't think they'll learn much from that game, to be fair. I wouldn't waste any time on watching that back. They just need to get in there on their own in a custom lobby and just walk through it together and just go through what they want to achieve, because that clearly hasn't happened, so.
Yeah, I mean, do you think they were trying to make something happen, trying to make some setups happen, and the communication wasn't there, or do you think they just weren't able to execute on it?
It's so difficult for me to comment because it's the first time I'd seen. Yeah, I feel like I'm in their position where I'm like, well, I've got no idea what's going on. I don't know where the spawns are coming in from. I'm not sure what we should be holding. So I feel like they were in a similar situation.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. I mean, we've got another HCS major qualifier this Sunday. That will be the final major qualifier of HCS for Halo Infinite. So if you want to learn by any time, Sunday is probably a bit short to make some big changes. But anyway, we then have obviously our LAN in November. That is a lot further away. So there's some time there definitely to make some changes. Try to work out exactly what updates you need to make to your team to make those sort of executions work, whether it's just that one map you need to play a little bit better. But across the board, I'd like to see a little bit more.
Just clarify this for me though. Nick Semi was he's a pickup, right?
I believe Nick Semi was pickup for that squad. He doesn't normally play for Kuusamo.
Would you say he's better than the person he's subbing in for?
I'm trying to work out exactly who he is normally replacing. Somebody can probably get there before me.
I'm just thinking because if they've picked up a stronger player as a sub, then actually those two teams aren't very far away from each other. If you just ignore the last map, it was a little bit chaotic at times, but I think No Show have actually put on a good show there. I've
just noticed your ITF shirt. I'm gonna have to call it out. Repping the org branding. Back from when you played in.
Shout out John Pinch. Shout out Johnny Pinch for the design.
Everyone loves Pinchy. What a legend in the EU community. So let's have a look. So on the weekend, it was Lundy that was replacing Nick Seni. So I would say, in my opinion, Nick Seni is stronger than Lundy. Yeah.
Sure. And then I think that team they got knocked out by WAS. I think that was a close series as well. But I don't think there's much between those two teams. I was definitely impressed. I think Percussion probably impressed me the most out of everyone. I still think Crossman was probably the more consistent over the series. And fair play to Robert, because I had him written off in the first couple of games, but he did come back in game 4. So
yeah, I mean, you see some scrims. A scrim is only a scrim, right? Like, people can have upsets. It's when we get into these tournaments where they need to be kind of fully focused, fully locked in. And I'm hoping once we get into those, we'll see that come up from both teams. But I think we're going to wrap this one up now for you guys. We will have another scrim hopefully on Thursday. So not sure exactly who's going to be playing. If anybody watching wants to play there, then that will be very exciting. Let us know and we'll try and get you on. We're trying to look for about 8 o'clock on Thursday. So if there's any teams scrimming, if you're a team that is planning to go and has a ticket for our LAN, we'd love to do a scrim box as an option. Johnny, Terry's asking, are you coming to Stoke?
If I can make it, I will be there. If I can't make it, I can't. I've had a pretty busy year, I've not really been. I've been in and out of hospital. I've not really been well, so I'm on the mend. And if that carries on, then you'll be seeing more of me. But I'm not promising anything.
Well, we're wishing you the best in your recovery, and we'd love to see you there.
Sure. Appreciate it.
I'm sure there'll be some teams that need some last minute subs in if you want to play, or if not, you can just come and say hello, and that'd be great as well.
Yeah, just a message to Pinchy. I'm not playing in Stoke because he's going to hear that and think, "Oh, it's an opportunity here." Johnny might, plug the pad back in, but that is not happening. Okay, I'm retired.
Oh, we've heard that before. I mean, how many times has Jimbo retired? Let's be honest.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back on Thursday. You guys have a wonderful evening. We will see you soon. And if you don't join us on Thursday, hopefully you'll join us on Sunday. Speak to you guys later. Adios.
Enemy team took the hill.
All I heard about was your love, wrapped in lies. Showing off, pretending to be nice. All I heard about was your love, but you crossed the line. Oh, but I got no heartache, heartbreak, breathe about you now. No, I will be dancing, till the sun comes up and I'm running out. Don't worry, not too long. I'll keep dancing, when the game's still on and I'm all the way in for more. So I will keep on dancing, dancing, dancing. Tomorrow I will see you on your knees, begging, oh, I need you. Look at me, we can bring this back. Tell me how you feel is your regret. Wrapped in lights, 'cause I knew you would blow it, mess up all again.
Double kill.
No, I'll keep dancing, till the sun comes up and I'm running out. Don't worry, not too far. I'll keep dancing, when the game's still on.
Double kill. Captured your flag.